Howdy, y'all. My name is Chuck Clown, and welcome back to my Rushable College Career Mode, where today we are still searching our first win of the season. We're going up against ranked conference opponent Morehead State for our unwanted conference 2-2 overall, number 18th ranked. We're going to be in our normal aways, and they'll be in their normal homes. Let's go ahead and hop into this. And I'm sorry about that, y'all. The thing was on the other side, and it was really bugging me out there. But I want to at least get through the intro for that. So now Diggs on the return. And how do you guys like the little bit of editing I'm doing on the thumbnails? I plan to do more in the future, maybe some in videos. I'm starting off slow with this, as I am currently releasing 4 episodes a day, and most of those are being recorded the night before. I'm trying to get better at recording earlier, but I did a pretty long schedule when our running backs hurt. Didn't even know. But I think Blake, or one of our receivers, might have been hurt last episode, but he's back. 14 yards there by Blake. Nine yards there by Tevi. And 9 yards now by Diggs. I am pretty upset that Urban is hurt, as he is one of my favorite players on this team. 5 yards now by Blake. $17 yards by Diggs, and I think that's someone who this year we need to build up a little bit, make sure he's not toxic, and that hopefully we can get him to at least a mild temperament by the end of the year. So that way, going into his sophomore season, he's a bit more graceful. Now we get down to like the 1 yard line there, and we're just going to blast in with Eason for the 1 yard rushing touchdown. Now we'll go for 2 here. Throwing it to the no-name, and he gets in. We lead 8-0 over number 18th ranked Morehead State. They respond with a touchdown, but they get stopped on their 2-point conversion to leave us with 1:32 to score. It's probably going to have to be a touchdown because we cannot kick a field goal because we don't have a kicker. Start this drive from the 25-yard line. We're going to target Blake on this first ball. We'll hit him where he stood for an 11-yard gain. $14 yards there and a pretty risky ball to Diggs. He crosses midfield. And I don't like how much impressed coverage they were there, and I'll take off the Eason for a 4-yard gain. $12 yards there by Diggs. Felt like he was going to get lit up there at some point, which is why I dove. That's why I dive most of the time. I feel like one of my guys is either going to get tackled for a couple less yards than he could get, or get absolutely lit up and possibly fumble the ball. We find Diggs there on the in route for a decent chunk down now on a 2nd and 9. 4 yards there. Nowhere I could go there. 14 seconds left now. 1st and goal just inside the 10. Down falsely complete. 10 seconds left. Timeout, 5 seconds left from the 4-yard line. And we find Tevi for a 4-yard receiving touchdown. But we throw an interception on the 2-point conversion. But we lead at half 14-6. And we force them to punt. 15 yards there by Diggs. Six yards now by Diggs. And Blake gets 6, moving the chains. And now we run for 5 with Eason. And that's incomplete, looking for Tevi. Let him way too much. But we were in the pocket there for quite a long time. Out of bounds after an 8-yard gain with Tevi. We'll take off here with Eason. sliding for a 3-yard gain. $18 yards now by Blake, down inside the 15. 13 yards there by Diggs, down inside the 1. We're going to do just what we did earlier this game and do a dive with Eason. That's another incomplete. We lead 20-6. 2-score lead now. Morehead State gets a touchdown. They'll kick it off to us with 1:11 remaining in the game. Turn here started at the 4-yard line by Diggs. His first game returning kicks. He gets it up to the 21-yard line. We do need to be careful here as it is a 1-score game. 5 yards there by Eason. Eight yards and then out of bounds by Blake. 12 yards there by Diggs. $10 yards there by Blake. 1 yard by Eason. $14 yards by Diggs. I think that will seal it. And we'll get Eason another 5 yards rushing. And that'll be game. We win 20-13 for Morehead State. We've now officially won 10 games in our career mode, but Diggs gets hurt after that game. We'll defend our tight end. He didn't play bad. I mean, honestly, 6 rating isn't awful. He did only have 21 yards, but Eason played one heck of a game, and Urban will be back next game while we have Diggs on IR. Now, actually, no. Diggs will be back too. We're going to go for study time. Get everyone's GPAs up. Everyone's conditions are a lot better. And Diggs will be back for our game against Butler. Sandwiched in between the 2 bye weeks. This is a very important game for us. We're coming off of a win. So, yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe and come back next episode for our game against our rival, the Butler Bulldogs. Thank you all. Have a good one. Peace.